Witnesses told investigators this happened around 7 when a group of people started firing off several shots. But what's behind me is really what paints a picture of what happened here earlier tonight. I'm counting at least 70 evidence markers. You're seeing several shell casings, even a loaded magazine and a shoe on the ground. But back on February 18th, a shootout occurred here at the Total Wireless right next to the gym when police say an armed suspect shot at a clerk and the clerk fired back. Several of those bullets ended up going through the gym's wall where about a dozen people were inside for a class.
This one makes a landing at the high school as well. And this is where we were told this is where they're being medically evaluated at the high school, and then they will be brought over to the elementary school to be reunited with their family. A lot of these families rushing to this small town from all over the state.
They're going to continue to do what they can all night long to try and make sure everyone gets to safety. We're getting our first look in person at the devastation left behind from these deadly floods at campsites. We're off Highway 39 in Hunt, Texas, at Heart of the Hills camp, where sadly the camp director passed away. Henry Sheriff Javier Salazar says that she may be in imminent danger. We're in Camilla's neighborhood where there are signs posted just about every stop sign. Just a few hours ago, they wrapped up the search of the wooded area near Suzanne's home, and for the first time they were able to get inside her home earlier today. But first, on Wednesday, a Kerrville man had his truck stolen from a local pawn shop, and inside the truck was his 7-year-old Chihuahua, Missy. But as KENS 5 reporter Mike Jimenez explains, this story has a happy ending. Good evening. Our top story tonight. A man is dead. Another woman is hurt after police say they confronted a group of people breaking into their car. It happened around 1:30 this morning outside the Twin Peaks off I-10 in De Zavala. So let me show you what we're seeing now. Lots of cars are honking, driving down Commerce Street. We're right outside City Hall. And in fact, in just the last 10 minutes, police opened up South Flores Street. According to authorities, at least 2 people are unaccounted for, but that number could be more. I want to note behind me, in just the last 30 minutes, crews actually shut down a portion of Perrin Vital near Vicar Road. And we know Vicar Road was severely damaged from those floodwaters, and there's just a lot of damage in general in that area. But
in Hunt, many people say they only had minutes to escape the floodwaters. Tonight, we're hearing from a high school senior who did what he could to save his entire family. KENS 5 reporter Reyna has a story.
It's another rainy day in Hunt, Texas, but the Velasic family, like many, are trying to salvage what they can.
This was the living room. We had a chair there, here, and a couch there.
Cody, a senior in high school, has spent his entire life here in a small neighborhood on the other side of Highway 39.
Our back fence is where the 100-year floodplain ends, and we are 20, almost 30 feet away from that.
This is crazy. Friday morning, his family woke up to the rain. Cody and his father went outside and realized the water was rising quickly.
The river was to our back fence.
He yelled to his parents that it was time to go, but amid the chaos, their dog had run off somewhere. Forced to leave their pet behind, they started making their way to a neighbor's house uphill. The water was at Cody's waist.
The current, it almost tripped some of us.
Within 20 minutes, water filled their entire home. He could hear neighbors yelling for help.
It's a horrible feeling because you wanted to help them and you didn't know what would happen to them, but you knew deep down if you tried going out there, then something would have happened to you as well.
All they could do was wait till the water receded, and when he finally made it back to the home, he was met with a small miracle.
I had to break my window, and when I climbed through, I heard scratching and kind of like a whimper. So I turned my head around the corner and I saw him just floating there in the washer.
Their dog was alive in the washing machine. But the grim reality is several people they know are gone or missing, including a neighbor who lives behind them. So even though this home is destroyed, this family is forever grateful.
So you can replace a house, but you can't replace lives.
And just to give you a better idea of how violent and dangerous those floodwaters were, what was behind me was a home. All that's left is concrete and debris. Reporting live from Hunt, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.
All new at 10, a San Antonio mother says she found a loaded gun and an axe inside a rental vehicle. Tonight, San Antonio police and the rental company are investigating. KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna has the mother's warning.
It was Saturday, and Roxanne Santoya was getting ready to go to a birthday party when she made the discovery.
I opened the door, pulled the seat forward to put my daughter in the car, and I noticed something was on the ground about right there.
It was a loaded gun right below where her 9-year-old daughter would have been sitting.
So when I noticed that, I wanted to throw up and cry at the same time, because I don't, like, what if she would have touched it? You know, I drive with her by ourselves. What if she would have accidentally shot me, shot herself, shot a car passing by?
Santoya had been driving the rental for more than a week. She got it from the Enterprise off Bandera Road in 410 after someone had crashed into her parked car. But the gun wasn't her only discovery. Days before, she realized something was under the driver's seat.
I kept, like, I don't know if it made a noise or I felt something, you know, hit my foot. So I pulled over, and that's when I pulled out this big old, like almost 2 feet, an axe.
While she admits the axe was alarming, it wasn't until she found the gun she called police. According to a police report, the gun was reported stolen.
Can you just imagine if I would have got pulled over? Mind you, I take my daughter to school every morning. I'm on school grounds with a stolen gun.
We reached out to Enterprise, who told us in his statement it is their policy to thoroughly check all vehicles, including under the seats and in the backseat pockets. They said they are, quote, investigating what went wrong.
They've asked me, like, what can we do to make it better? I told them this: put yourself in my shoes. If something would happen to your kid, what could you do to make it better?
While she wants Enterprise to step up their game, she also warns drivers who pick up a rental to check the vehicle themselves.
You hold your girl a little extra tight.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Reporting in San Antonio, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.